guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mato Frank, and I'm so excited to have you guys here. I know I disappeared again. And I'm tired of giving excuses because I actually went for a conference in Ibadan for the first time. I was in the West. This video is just a rundown or a quick recap of like everything that happened, the conference, my experience, what I was able to take back from the conference, and just lots of very interesting stuff. I hope you find this video very interesting, and I hope I'm able to inspire someone to actually travel or explore Nigeria. So guys, let's get into the video. So the first question is, how did I feel about leaving home? And truthfully, I would say that it felt nice at the time because I just graduated and I was home for a while. I really needed that change of environment. I needed to go to a new place and just to would I say clear my mind or something. And trust me, AIESEC Conferences offers you the best opportunity to escape from reality. So when I had this opportunity, I had to take it. This whole experience was definitely worth it. And one thing I tell myself is that money will surely come back, but the memories, the experience is for a lifetime. So if you actually miss this experience, it's more like you might still travel to Lagos, you might still travel to Ibadan, but not having this same experience. So that was how I felt about leaving home. And if you know me, I'm actually someone that actually love adventure, but I do not like the stress that comes with it. Visiting Ibadan was really eye-opening, and it was really an experience that I had looked forward to. So Ibadan is popularly known or referred to as the land of brown roofs, and this just affirms to the fact that probably Oyo is like one of the oldest western states, and it's probably like the heart of the Yorubas, because there you find like real Yoruba people, you get. And I always had the perception that Ibadan would be something like Lagos, but when you think about Lagos, think about busy roads and all, but Ibadan has this rural vibe. I saw people, ladies with the hijab stuff, and it was surprising to me because I'm not used to seeing women that way. They were covered completely, and the only part of their bodies that were exposed were just their eyes, and it was a black hijab, I think. And for me, that was really shocking because I was wondering, I was trying to find meaning to these things, and there was really no one to ask around. So I was like, are they mourning someone? Is this like a tradition? I just kept asking questions that I still do not have answers to. So please, if you are watching this video and you kind of understand or you know why the ladies actually cover themselves that way, please let me know. I'm really curious. I'll appreciate if you're able to answer my question. And then another cultural shock that I experienced was that in Ibadan, most people actually speak Yoruba, and so they expect that everyone understands Yoruba. So when we went to Ibadan, most people actually spoke to us in Yoruba, and for someone who barely understands Yoruba, it was hard for us to communicate. So they're actually speaking to us in Yoruba, and then we're replying in English. But at some point, I feel like they figured out that we do not really understand Yoruba, and so they had to try to speak to us in English. I had a lot of expectations, and one was that I wanted to network. I went to this opportunity because over 300 delegates were going to attend that conference, and so I was like, okay, me going for this conference, I will network with a lot of people. And then also for my YouTube channel, because I actually wanted to increase my subscribers, and so I had a goal that everyone who attended the conference was going to subscribe to my channel. So yeah, that was like an expectation. And then also I wanted to showcase my fashion thingy. I am really interested in fashion, and AIESEC conferences just give you the opportunity to express yourself. Like if you're a fashionista, then you can actually kill it during AIESEC conferences. The food was actually very okay, compared to other conferences. If you're an AIESECer, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like the the conference committee tried their best to make sure that we ate good food. Although the quantity of the food was actually little, but the food tastes nice and it was nice. I was able to taste a lot of things. I had amala. I've had amala before, and amala slabs. They also offered a which was also good. That was my first time eating it, and it wasn't so bad. I'm not really someone who is selective with food. I just try to like have an open mind. At least let me have a taste of it first before I would say if it's bad or not. Because judging from the way it looked, some people might have just rejected it because of like how it looks. But when I ate it, it wasn't so bad. So the best thing about this conference, which I would share, is that number one, I had only two roommates. The ISECers will be asking how, because we know how it goes, like we know how it's being done. You cannot have only two roommates in an ISEC conference. Like what I heard was that most of my roommates did not actually show up for the conference, and that was why I had only two roommates, which was like the best thing that happened to this conference because I was able to sleep comfortably, no chaos, no scattered room, no unnecessary noise, and for someone who actually loves her space, it was just like a dream come true for me. I spoke about this, but I'll still come back to this. The food was nice. The food was really, really nice. That's the second best thing about the conference. The third thing about this conference that really got me excited was the fact that I was experiencing the north. Sorry, I was experiencing the west for the first time. One of the experiences I had in the west was the pepper. I know you always hear that Yorubas like pepper. Yes, they do. Another thing that was really nice was that I was able to meet a lot of creatives, meeting young people like me, doing stuff that I do and doing it fearlessly. It just gave me like the motivation I needed to continue doing my stuff because I knew that I wasn't where I should be able to live as I am and exhibit this God given talents without feeling like I'm different or I am weird or stuff like that. So that was actually very good. And then this also gave me an opportunity to experience the train. I was scared because I've heard stories about trains and all, but the train ride was actually one of the best rides I've had in my entire life because it was so peaceful and like it was just the idea I had about trains was actually like you know rusty stuff, but the train was actually very clean, very neat, and very beautiful. The resort where we stayed was the Ilaji Resort, and I'm sure that's like a very popular resort in Ibadan. It's actually a very very big resort, and if you're in Ibadan and you're looking for like a nice resort, I think you should try out Ilaji Resort. It's actually very conducive, and also there's a lot of space. There are lots of things. They have a museum, they have a stadium. I think they have a chapel there, and it's just really really cool. The train was actually one of the smoothest ride I had ever experienced, and I think the train was 3,600 if I'm not mistaken. I'll check my ticket to be sure of that price, which is actually very very affordable compared to using road to Lagos from Ibadan. Also on the train you get to see vendors. So in case you're hungry, you get to see vendors selling snacks. I think everyone deserves to have that train experience at least once in their lifetime. And then also one thing I realized like with the train, we're able to like cut through. I told you we're able to cut through different areas. So I noticed that the railway was like people had markets on the railway, which was scary because when the train was approaching certain areas where like there are markets there, the traders they will have to like move their stuff for the train to pass, which is risky because I mean people can get hurt in that process. I was really concerned about that, and the train was passing in front of people's houses. Like you could just sit in front of the house and then see the train pass, which was very funny too. I came to realize that there are people that actually see that as a normal experience and they are not even surprised anymore. Like you could just be chilling and then train just passes by and then it is normal. And I was just like, wow, okay. So this is actually like the part I was waiting for because Lagos, the experience I had in Lagos was actually very, very I don't know what to say because Firstly, when we're approaching Lagos, there's a lot of refuse dump, like by the train side, like, and people were actually living in those areas with lots of refuse. And I was just concerned, because how do these people survive in this environment? And they seem to be very comfortable, and I was astonished, because like, this is refuse dump and you are living there, you have houses, you have children. Wow. So moving on to like other parts, one of the very significant features of Lagos are the yellow downfall buses. It was a very interesting sight to behold, because once I just noticed those buses, I was just like, oh no, we are in Lagos. Lagos welcomed us with its normal business, people rushing to enter buses, the hold up, and it just made sense. Like, the whole Lagos lifestyle just made sense to me, that, oh, okay, this is Lagos, this is the life. And then also I noticed that lots of businesses were in Lagos, like the areas, there were lots of buildings with businesses, and it just made me understand how entrepreneurial Lagos is. I mean, Lagos is expensive. I did not expect any less. But how would you explain that a plate of noodles and fried egg was being sold to me for 3,000 naira? That is way, way expensive. That should cover for like a really decent meal. And I was really surprised, like, and the pepper, that was when I experienced pepper. Like, I could not eat the food. Imagine spending 3,000 naira for noodles and not being able to eat it because of the pepper. Exactly, that's what happened to me. Lagos, nah, Lagos wasn't fair to me. So coming back home from the airport, I got like post-conference clarity, and that's something that is common with AIESEC conferences. So there's post-conference clarity, and there's post-conference supper. So imagine feeling like, oh, I'm back to reality, and then you check your account balance and you're not understanding the figures that are there. That was like what happened to me, and that's what happens to like a lot of people that go for AIESEC conferences. But I mean, it is part of the experience, because you know that you spent a lot of money. Low key, you are sad, but then you have memories to hold on to. My lessons from the conference were, one, that anything is possible. And this is because, like, this conference made me able to like come out from my shell. I was able to participate during sessions, and I'm not someone that would ask questions, but then I was able to interact. I was able to give my opinion about stuff, and it just felt really good. And yeah, so anything is possible. I was actually awarded the best dress female. I do not know how we were being judged, but it just felt really good. Like, this was a goal I had, and being awarded as the best dress female actually gave me a lot of confidence. Like I said before, experience over money, anytime, any day. If you have the money and you know you can get the money back, then spend it to get a very good experience, because these experiences are what we hold on to. These memories are what we hold on to. You cannot hold on to the money. The money will surely be spent or something else. You should have certain expectations, goals, which should just help you make your conference experience more worthwhile. And then also learn to document your life, because these moments will pass, but the memories you make of it will always last. So make sure that you document every important moment of the conference. Then also enjoy participation. That's one thing I would say. Enjoy participation during conferences, make new friends, network, ask questions, participate. You get to earn prizes, you get to learn more, you get to be more confident, and just be yourself, be your best self during conferences. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you found this video very, very interesting, and I hope you've been able to learn one or two things from this entire video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Also turn on your notification so that whenever I drop any new video, you'll be notified. And give the video a thumbs up if you ended up enjoying it. Bye.
Till the world hears your voice, till you take over the world.
We'll keep the fire burning through the dark. I'll go there by your side.
When you're looking for a hero, I'll stand by you like a shadow. but keep the fire burning through the dark. I go there by your side.
Hi guys, AIESEC. What's up?
It's not over, it only just began. You've come closer than you've ever been. Take your chances, it won't hurt to try. No need to worry, I'll go there by your side. Till the world hears your voice, till you take over the world. I will carry on my time for any load. I'll go there by your side. When you're looking for a hero, I'll stand by you like a shadow. I will carry on my time for any load. I'll go there by your side. You're not there yet, but you're on the way. I day with you, I no go forget you. No matter where you come from, we go day like one.